Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our Michelin tire overview and brand guide at RevZilla.com. In this video, we're going to walk through the key families of tire from Michelin, talk a little bit about the history of Michelin, and really give you a good starting point to understand for your type of riding and your budget where you should move into and where you should start looking to find the right tire to fit your bike within the Michelin family of tires. Now, for those of you that might be under a rock, and that's not very many of you in the moto world, Michelin is one of the premium, widespread, and oldest tire manufacturers around. They've been around since 1889. I believe they employ over 21,000 people in North America alone. First ones to invent tires that had dual compound, slick racing tires, tires that incorporated silica for wet grip. And they're the first one to they basically invented the tire sipe, which is this smaller groove which allows for additional traction. So again, a company that's technology focused, that is premium, typically with front tires, depending on the application, it's starting at $100 range, and rear tires is starting at $130 range. And depending on the technicality of the tire, you kind of go up from cost and investment from there. So let's talk about the four main families of Michelin tire as it relates to RevZilla.com. The first one is what I would consider the most popular tires that we see. We're going to start with the Michelin Pilot Power family of tires. Now, these are sport bike track day tires. This is the Pilot Power 2CT. It uses dual compound technology. It's really a 90% on-road sport bike application, 10% track day tire. So in this family, you have the Pilot Power tire, which is single compound. You have the Pilot Power 2CT, dual compound. So now you're having a softer tire towards the edge for lean angle, for better aggressive handling. From there, you go up to the Pilot Power Pure, the Pilot Power 1, and you go into really race tires. So again, that's that sport, Hypersport track day family of tires. We have an overview there. Start with the Michelin sport bike tire overview. Moving into this category, this is one of the most popular sport touring tires. This is the Pilot Road 3, and this is one of the most popular sport touring tires we have on RevZilla.com. The Pilot Road 3 came out last year. It uses additional, they call it X-Sipe technology, better wet grip. But again, it's a dual compound tire. The Pilot Road 2 is a little bit more economical, but you're going to get for big sport touring bikes or more road riding, commuting applications, this bike is going to really do a lot of things very well, and it's going to be an all-season tire that has enough agility to handle it for guys that want to ride spirited, but not take it to the track. So that's the Pilot Road 3 and Pilot Road 2 tire. There's also a Pilot Road 3 Trail, which actually stretches into the dual sport realm as well. Now, as we talk about dual sport, the most popular dual sport tire from Michelin is going to be the Anakee 2. The Anakee 2 is an 80-20, so 80% on the road, 20% off-road. If you want to do more of a 50-50, go to something like a T63 from Michelin, or if you want to do a little bit less road or less dual sporting, you go to that Pilot Road 3 Trail. But if we look at it, again, big grooves that are going to do a good job at moving both rain as well as mud, but give you enough contact patch that you can really rip these on the road as well. We have a lot of guys on staff that ride dual sport bikes. This guy only comes in a 17 rim, so you're not going to get the KTMs, but for your V-Strom, your BMW, your Triumph, this is a great dual sport tire. Start with the Anakee family and kind of go from there if you're in a dual sport or enduro or a big bike rider that likes to go on and off road. Moving into the last key family from Michelin, this is the Commander 2, new for 2012. The Commander really changed the game, and it's been around for some time. This is its successor. The Commander has been bred out of a tire being needed to really be the OEM tire for Harley-Davidson. So it has to look great, it has to have a comfortable ride, but the big one's longevity. We have stories of guys that have been doing test rides on the Commander 2 already. They're getting 20,000+ miles. And the big difference here is the compounds they're using are really geared to a torquey, big, heavy bike that you're going to allow to really be able to match up. So before this tire was available, you had tires that, people were changing the rear 3 times for every time they're changing, 3 or 4 times for every front they were changing. So they needed a tire that could match up with the power and the load rating and be able to, again, provide great wet and dry touring traction for a big cruiser or a big touring bike. So that's going to be your Commander 2. Now remember, we have detailed breakdowns, either a guide like I told you with the Sport Bike Guide, or we have the Pilot Road and the Anakee. We have full detailed breakdowns, and some even have opinions for the ones that we use extensively here at RevZilla.com as part of our video guide series. So go to these product detail pages and check out these tires really at a nitty-gritty level where I'll go more extensively or more in depth on them. But what we wanted to give you today was just enough to allow you to say, I'm an enduro rider or a dual sport rider, I'm going to start with the Anakee or some of the other tires depending on what you do and kind of home in from there. As always, the value of RevZilla is the knowledge that we provide, so fire off a line to our gear geeks if you need help. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. That is what we do. Everybody under this roof rides. On the flip side of that coin, leave us your feedback on Facebook, on the video detail page on YouTube, or on the product detail page. You can also subscribe to us at RevZilla TV and stay up to date with all the new videos that we're producing and reviews that we do every week through RevZilla TV subscription. A lot of people have. It keeps you up to date with what we're focusing on moving forward. As always, everything that we ship that's over $39 ships for free, no restock fees if you need to send it back, and you can earn TeamZilla cash to be applied to your next order by purchasing anything over $100. Allows you to save some money in the long run. Thanks for watching our Michelin tire guide and brand overview, available at RevZilla.com/Michelin. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.